Good afternoon. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today is February 28th. So, I would like to speak to you with respect to the continuation of the economic survey. So, in the previous class, I spoke to you regarding economic survey. Hopefully, you understood various concepts of that. So, again, today I would like to talk to you on the same one, continuation of that one. So, today I would like to focus it on the subsidies. What exactly are these subsidies? Especially see here when it comes to countries like India, which is a developing nation, we have larger population living below the poverty line, and you need to provide certain facilities to them at a rational price. What do you mean by this? So if you are selling rice per kg at the rate of 25 rupees or 30 rupees or 40 rupees, every person in the country, every family in the country is not in a position to purchase that. That is the reason why you need to reduce the cost and you need to give it to the people. That is called the subsidies, meaning giving the products to the people at reduced prices. So remaining money has to be borne by the government. So this is a mechanism under one of the welfare activities of the government. So many times institutions like World Bank, they have warned India that you have to reduce the subsidies and over a period of time it should become zero. But by looking at our nation, no government can do that. No government can do that. That's the reason why the subsidies are also happening. But what exactly? See, before I go to this one, let me also tell you, like this um, subsidies in agriculture, subsidies in food grain, subsidies in irrigation, subsidies in electricity, subsidies in healthcare, subsidies in education. In every aspect, the subsidies are being given to the so-called the people. Is it okay? So on those subsidies, what the economic survey is saying, I'll tell you that one now. Economic survey said that the rationalization and the reprioritization of the subsidies through better targeting would play a vital role in fiscal consolidation and in targeting expenditure more towards inclusive growth. See what is happening? One big problem in countries like India is that on one side you have the huge expenditures. Expenditure is a must for the developmental activities. On the other side, what is happening? You are giving lots of money in the form of the subsidies. So for subsidies in the sense, the expenditure is incurred by the government apart from the regular expenditure. So as you reduce the subsidies, the government will save more money and more money can be diverted to the developmental activities. But how is it possible? All of a sudden you cannot do it. That's the reason why, for example, if you look at the gas subsidy, every person in the country, irrespective of the status, financial status, or any status, he was getting gas subsidy. But last year, the government started a campaign and requested the people to give away the subsidy. So that what is happening? Why a person who is earning good amount of money every year should enjoy the benefits of the subsidy? Is it not? Everybody was getting, you were getting, I was getting, everybody was getting it. Even today also some people are, majority of the people are getting it. But the moment the government offered for, requested the people that give away subsidy. So that what happened, some people, I'm also there in that one. I'm also there. Maybe you are also there. You in the sense, your dad, rather your father, mother, nicely. So you have given away the subsidy. So that what is happening? So we are purchasing the gas cylinder at the market price. So we are paying more. But what is happening? The money that we are contributing, that is being used for the developmental purpose. Is that okay? So this is the basic responsibility of the citizen of the nation. So many people have given up. Some people have not given up. That is the reason why, after announcing this one, I told you in the previous current affairs classes also, the government announced that anyone who is earning more than 10 lakh rupees is not eligible for the subsidy, gas subsidy. Finish. Right? Obviously, a person who is earning 10 lakhs and more, obviously, he is an affluent. And why do you require subsidy? So that's the reason why before the government announced all these things, we have given up the subsidies. Okay, that money can be utilized for providing the gas cylinder to some other person. It's a beautiful thing. Is it not the contribution of the citizens towards the development of the nation? Obviously, yes. It is not just the responsibility of the government. Even the fellow citizens should also support all these things. Am I clear? That's the reason why the economic survey is saying that the total subsidy bill as a proportion of the GDP is expected to be below the 2% of the GDP. GDP of this present financial year. Is it okay? And another major one that we are giving the subsidy is the fertilizers. Fertilizers is being given in the form of the subsidy, and the fertilizers that are given exclusively, especially I am talking about urea, that is being given as subsidy for the agriculture. For remaining purposes, the urea is not being given as a subsidy. So this is an irrational practice by the government. So obviously, what is happening? Same product, you are giving subsidy for one area, and you are not giving subsidy for other area. Obviously, that will lead to the distortion in the economy. So what is happening? Because you are getting the subsidy for the agriculture purposes, they take the urea for the agriculture purpose, but that is not reaching the common man, a small farmer or marginal farmer. But the middle farm, the larger farmers are taking it, the middlemen are taking it, and this is being diverted to the black market. This is being diverted to the black market, meaning you are not targeting the exact people. So you have to give the subsidy. There is no other go at this stage for the government of India. So if you remove the subsidies, it will be a very, very pathetic situation for so many people in the country. But you have to rationalize, you have to reprioritize the things. That is what is mentioned by the finance minister in the economic survey. Rationalize means look at the people, target them only to those people the subsidies must reach. Hope you are getting it. Why? Why the people who are rich, they should get the subsidies? That is called rationalization, reprioritization. These are the two words that are emphasized by the finance minister of India during the budget discussion. During the economic survey presentation. Fine. So whatever I spoke to you in the previous class regarding economic survey and today, so please be thorough with that one, because tomorrow the annual budget, general budget is going to be presented in the morning in the Lok Sabha, and tomorrow evening we'll have a discussion on that. Is that okay? So if you understand these two classes, again you will have a great clarity on tomorrow's class. Okay. Now what I'll do is that I'll open the document and I'll share this one with you. But remember this one, as I told you already, since this is little bit tough area, in single go, it's really difficult to understand the economic concepts. Is that okay? So please watch these videos 2 times or 3 times if you want. Am I clear? So now I would like to open the document and I will show you certain contents here. Look at this. The rationalization and reprioritization of the subsidies through better targeting would play a vital role in the fiscal consolidation and in targeting the expenditure more towards inclusive growth, inclusive development. Is it okay? You have to target the expenditure more towards the inclusive development. Look at this. The total subsidy bill as a proportion of the GDP is expected to be below 2% of the GDP as per budget estimates of 2015 and 16. And you already know what is the meaning of the GDP, and you can always understand what is the meaning of the 2% of the GDP. 1.7% decline in the major subsidies was due to near 44.7% decline in the petroleum subsidy during the April to December. Last year, you have seen very drastically there was a reduction in the prices of the petroleum and the diesel. Is it not? So obviously, as the price is decreasing, the burden on the government will also decrease. That's the reason why there was a major decline in the subsidies with respect to petroleum. Okay, but other major food subsidies, look at this one, important. Other major subsidies like food is increased by 10.4%. Hope you are getting me. On one side you are decreasing, but on the other side it is increasing. At the same time, fertilizer subsidy 13.7% during the same period. Look at this next one. This is one very important one. Look at this. Distortions in urea are the results of multiple regulations. For single urea, multiple regulations are there, which firstly indicates that urea is only subsidized for the agricultural uses. Urea will be subsidized only for agricultural purposes. And subsidies like this will violate what we call the one product, one price principle. If you have a single product, you should have a single price. But that is being violated. Because for other purposes, whatever the urea you are giving, you are selling at the market prices. But for the agricultural uses, you are giving it in the subsidies. What is happening? Black market. It will result in the black market. It will affect, the effects are aggravated by further regulations and canalization. The black market hurts small and marginal farmers. Just now I told you more than the larger farmers, because a higher percentage of them are forced to buy urea from the black market. Are you not increasing the burden on the people, small farmers and marginal farmers? Answer should be yes. Some of the urea subsidy goes to sustaining inefficient domestic production instead of going to the small farmer. These are all the ill effects explained by the so-called this finance minister. Is it okay? Now I would like to say some more thing here. Yes. Now, but as we already know, which have again highlighted by the finance minister, is that what are the ill effects of the uses of the fertilizers? Finance minister again reiterated. So we should go for the natural things, which is not possible at this stage. So usage of these fertilizers is spoiling is damaging the soil, undermining the rural incomes. Agricultural productivity is also coming down. Overall economic growth is also retarded. These are all the ill effects of using the fertilizers. Soil is getting damaged, rural incomes are getting undermined, agricultural productivity is coming down, overall economic growth is retarded. That's the reason why finance minister said that reform of the fertilizer sector would not only help farmers and improve efficiency in the sectors. Decimalizing imports will ensure timely availability of the fertilizers and universal direct benefit transfer to the farmers based on biometric identification with the physical offtakes can reduce the diversion of the urea. What is happening? You know what is the DBT? We have discussed direct benefit transfer. So why don't you use the same concept even in the fertilizers? Obviously, so you will be protecting the small and marginal farmers. So tomorrow we'll see. So in the budget that is going to be presented by the finance minister, so what are the new things that he is going to say? Is it clear? And we'll meet in tomorrow's class with the updates on the budget 2016 and 17. So thank you for being with me. This is Sunday afternoon. I wish you all the very, very best. Enjoy Sunday. Thank you.